morning, boys and girls. It's time for another story. When I show you the cover, I want you to do some thinking. What are some of the kinds of thinking things that we do when we see a book? Already some of you are thinking, we've already read that story. That's Little Red Riding Hood. But take a close look at the picture. You're right, something's a little bit different. Little Red Riding Hood is now on a bicycle. Oh, so this is going to be the fairy tale, but it's going to be a little bit different. So let's see if we can notice some of the things that are the same and some of the things that are different in this story. Little Red Riding Hood, a newfangled prairie tale. Oh, prairies are the flat lands where they grow lots of food. That's already different. Our setting is different. Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived at the edge of a great prairie. Because she always wore a jacket with a red hood when she rode her bike, everyone called her Little Red Riding Hood. Now, one morning, as Little Red Riding Hood sat eating her favorite wheat berry muffins, she had an idea. "Mom," she said, "it's going to be a real scorcher today. Grandma sure would love it if I brought her some muffins and lemonade. You know how crabby she gets in the heat." Little Red Riding Hood loved visiting her grandmother. "Great idea," her mother said. So Little Red Riding Hood's mother packed the still warm wheat berry muffins and cold lemonade into a basket. After airing up the tires on her bike and testing the brakes, Little Red Riding Hood set out on her way. "Now, don't forget," called her mother, "go straight to Grandma's, and whatever you do, don't talk to strangers." "Sure, Mom," Little Red Riding Hood promised. Little Red Riding Hood pedaled down Toad Road, past the gas station, the feed store, and the old Wilson place. She waved at everyone she saw, and everyone waved back. As the edge of town disappeared and the prairie began, Little Red Riding Hood zigzagged between the crops, taking the shortcut to Grandma's house. Blackbirds startled and sunflowers swayed as she whizzed by. "What a nice visit this will be," Little Red Riding Hood said. "Grandma simply adores muffins and lemonade." Aha, here we are. Here comes the wolf. But who should be cutting through that same field, and up to no good, I might add, but a very hungry wolf. When the smell of those wheatberry muffins came wafting his way, the wolf's nose quivered. "Gadzooks," he whispered, "what is that scrumptious smell?" The wolf rushed toward the heavenly odor. "Whatever it is, I must have it," he growled. With one giant leap, the wolf landed right in front of Little Red Riding Hood's bicycle. "Aha!" he roared. Little Red Riding Hood slammed on her brakes. "Hey, be careful," she shouted. "You could get hurt surprising someone like that." The wolf chuckled at the warning. "What's in the basket, dearie?" he asked with a wide-toothed grin. "Muffins and lemonade," Little Red Riding Hood said slowly. "For my grandmother." "But such a tantalizing smell," the wolf drooled. "They must be very special muffins." "Oh, they are," Little Red Riding Hood said proudly. "They're my grandma's secret recipe, and they always take first prize at the fair." The wolf licked his lips. "She must be a dear, sweet woman," he crooned. "Do you have very far to travel?" "Oh, no," Little Red Riding Hood answered. "Just over that ridge, this side of Turkey Creek." The wolf smirked, his mouth curling up at the corner. "How fortunate." "I have to go," Little Red Riding Hood said quickly. "Grandma's waiting." The wolf slyly turned in the opposite direction and pointed. "Ooh," he gasped, "what beautiful flowers. Such a dear, sweet grandmother surely deserves some of those." Little Red Riding Hood nodded. "Gee, you're right," she said, jumping off her bike. "Grandma loves flowers. Do you think she'd like these white ones too?" But the whistle of the prairie wind was the only response. The wolf was gone. I'm going to leave it there for today. So we have some things that are the same in this story of Little Red Riding Hood, and some things that are a little bit different. The girl is riding a bike. It's taking place on a prairie, and there's something different about what the wolf wants. I want you to think about that, and on Friday when we finish reading the story, we're going to see how this ends. Have a great day.